These Masters cake pops are super cute and super easy to make. Let me show you how I make them. The full recipe is available for sale on House of Galaxy on Etsy. First, I take my boxed cake mix as well as my whole milk. You can use whatever flavor cake you like. I just use chocolate in this video. So combine your boxed cake mix with your milk and your melted butter. Then you're going to also add in your eggs and mix this well together. In the meantime, I have the oven that is preheated to 350 degrees and I set a timer for 30 to 35 minutes. And then this is when I started coloring the triangles for the red flags on the cake pops. So I just started cutting those out while the cake was baking. Then add the fully mixed cake into the mixer and you're going to want to add in your frosting. So you're going to mix this together with the splatter guard and it should end up looking like Play-Doh. Next, we're going to flatten out our dough and we're going to choose whatever shapes that we want. So I did a mixture of like the round spheres, ovals, and round balls. Then once everything is cut out, we're going to go ahead and melt our almond bark and our Ghirardelli wafers. I do a mixture of 50-50 on both. And we're going to melt this in the microwave. I like to do in 30-second increments. And you'll stir it at the first 30 seconds and then do it again. And the second time, it'll be a lot more melted and you can just hand stir it and it will be fully melted. Once the chocolate is melted, then we're going to dip the sticks into the cake pops. That is going to act as a glue to hold the cake pops into place. So we're going to do that first before we fully dip the cake pops into the chocolate. Then you're going to take the cake pop after the other chocolate on the stick has hardened a little bit more and you're going to fully dip it into the chocolate as well as tap off the excess very lightly so that way you get rid of any air bubbles. Next, I added some green Color Mill oil-based food coloring into the white chocolate. It needs to be oil-based, otherwise the chocolate will seize up and get all chunky. So I dipped this oval one and then added a little pearl to it to kind of look like a hole that has the little golf ball on it. If you're looking for something fun to bring to your Masters viewing party, go ahead and bring these Masters cake pops. I'm sure they're going to be a huge hit.